Your soulmate wants to tell you what happened last night. They haven't told anyone else. Find out what happened. Jesus says, I have seen the tears you hide in the dark when you think no one is watching. I have heard the whisper in your chest that asks why love feels so far away. Tonight, I am going to show you something the enemy never wanted you to find. There is a person whose soul was woven to yours before you took your first breath. Their laughter was meant to fill your kitchen, and their hand was meant to rest in yours on quiet mornings. Right now, they are thinking of you with a longing so sharp it cuts through their sleep. But every time they reach for you, a third person steps in the way. This dark force hides their voice, steals their messages, and wraps your heart in confusion so you think you are alone. You have not missed them because you were not listening, my child. You have missed them because a thief has been hiding every sign from you. Last night, your soulmate tried to tell you what happened to their heart. They spoke your name into the silence, and the intruder swallowed the sound before it could reach your ears. I am peeling back that cover now so you can finally hear them. Jesus says, look at the person your heart has been aching to know. See the tenderness in their eyes, the way they search a crowd hoping to find you standing there. They carry a love so deep it frightens them, because they have been wounded by this hidden enemy who never wants you to meet. Their smile is the warmth you have been missing on cold evenings, and their tears are the weight you sometimes feel pressing on your spirit for no reason. That sudden sadness that visits you at night is not your own. It is the cord between your souls trembling because they are calling out, and the third person is cutting the line. I want you to understand this clearly, without shame and without blame. The signs were sent. The dreams were sent. The memories of a life you have not lived yet were sent. But the enemy stood at the door of your heart and intercepted every single one before you could hold them. Now you are beginning to feel the truth, not because you stumbled upon it by accident, but because my hand has lifted the veil of sleep from your eyes. You are awakening to the reality that your soulmate is not a fantasy. They are flesh and blood, struggling and waiting, and they need you to break the wall that has been built between you. The only weapon that shatters that wall is a sacrificial seed. Love that does not give is not love at all. It is a wish, and a wish cannot break chains. Your seed sown in faith is the hammer that crushes the third person's power and clears the line so their voice can reach you. Jesus says, imagine what it will feel like when you finally hear them without the static of the enemy's lies. Imagine the first clear word, the first unblocked prayer, the first time their voice reaches your spirit without a single distortion. That day is closer than you know, but it requires your action tonight. The enemy is not idle while you wait. He is pressing down on your soulmate's chest, whispering that you do not care because you have not come to rescue them. He is mocking your love, saying it is too weak to reach across the distance he has created. Do not let that liar win. Do not let a few seeds of faith become the reason your soulmate remains trapped behind the dark wall. The intruder wants you to count the cost and walk away. But I am calling you to count the weight of a life without them and stay. What your soulmate is about to say will change everything. The final seal that removes the third person forever is spoken only at the end of this message. If you leave now, you leave them exposed. If you stay, you will receive the key that silences the intruder for good. Jesus says, "There is a prayer your soulmate whispered last night while the house was quiet. It was not long, and it was not fancy. It was simply your name, followed by 3 words that the enemy tried to erase from the air. I will give those words back to you before this is over, but first you must understand why they matter. The third person has been working for years to convince you that no one is looking for you. This enemy has planted thoughts in your mind, you are too old for this. This is just a silly hope. If someone really loved you, they would have found you by now. Those thoughts are not your own. They are the intruder's weapons. Your soulmate has fought the same war. They have wondered if you exist, if you will ever find them, if the silence they face is proof that they are unwanted. The enemy has tormented you both with the same lie, hoping you will both give up before your paths can cross. But you have not given up. The very fact that you are watching this now is proof that the enemy's grip is slipping. I have brought you to this moment to take back everything he has stolen. The seed is your declaration that you will no longer allow a dark force to stand between you and the one I made for you. Now I must show you the sacred step, the one action that begins the dismantling of the enemy's blockade. You've watched this far for a reason. God brought you here. And I know what is weighing on your heart right now. You are asking, how do I get my soulmate? How do I actually do what God is asking? Listen to me. I am about to show you exactly what to do. If you truly love your soulmate, these are the sacred steps you must take right now. You already know who this is about, that person you can't stop thinking about. The one heaven placed in your life. If you believe in God, if you trust Jesus, if you have faith that this love is real, then hear me, your soulmate is thinking about you too. Deep down, they want you. They want this future. They want to build a life together. But the enemy does not want you to unite. And if you truly believe in God, if you truly trust His plan, then you know faith without action is dead. You cannot just pray and wait. You must sow. Love is under attack. While you sit there, spiritual forces are working to destroy what God joined together. Distance. Doubt. Disaster. They are being planted against your soulmate this very minute. If you believe in your soulmate, if you believe in your future together, then you are the one God chose to block it. Not later. Now. A sacred number from God comes very rarely. Today it is 11 seeds. In Scripture, 11 is the number of victory and complete restoration. When you sow 11 seeds, you are not just giving, you are claiming. You are telling heaven, I believe my soulmate is worth everything. And heaven responds. Protection covers them. Favor runs ahead of them. Doors swing open that have been locked for years. Your union is no longer a wish. It becomes a promise sealed by God. But hear me, every single seed matters. Even one seed sown with a believing heart moves heaven. Do not let fear steal this from you. Do not let "I can't afford it" become the reason your soulmate slips away. Your soulmate is out there right now, praying for someone to fight for them. That someone is you. This is how you answer their prayer. This is how you bring them home. Here is your divine instruction. Go to the link in the video description and click the Christ Garden link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Give from your heart. A single seed matters. Send 1, 4, 6, or 10 plus seed of faith. Each seed is a spiritual seed. But today, if you believe without doubt, sow the sacred blessing number of 11 spiritual seeds. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the Christ Garden page. This is not a donation, it is a covenant offering that opens heaven's protection and claims your soulmate and your future together. I must pause and speak truth to two groups I see right now. First, some of you are typing seed numbers, 10 seeds, 11 seeds, anything, in the comments, believing that counts. That does nothing. A comment is not a seed. It has no spiritual power. It will not move heaven, it will not protect your soulmate, it will not unlock your breakthrough. You are only deceiving yourself. Second, some of you actually go to the Christ Garden link, you look at the page, and then you leave without sowing your seed. You visited the altar but brought no offering. That is just as empty. Faith without the sacrifice is dead. The only thing that works, the only action God honors, is sowing your seed on the Christ Garden link. That is the divine place of exchange. If you do not plant there, your miracle cannot grow. Do not comment a number and think you have done something. Do not visit and walk away. Sow your seed right now on the Christ Garden link, any amount from a believing heart. Then, and only then, does heaven record it and release the protection over your soulmate. Do it now, and do it right. Here is what your 11 seeds release. Angels lock shields around your soulmate, while they sleep, while they work, while they doubt. The enemy cannot reach them. The third person loses their grip. Your seed becomes their fortress. Heaven bulldozes every wall. The silence, the distance, the years of waiting. Gone. Your soulmate's path to you is cleared before they take their next step. Your name burns in their chest, they wake thinking of you. They reach for the phone without knowing why. They need to hear your voice. Your seed is calling them home. Miracles that shock even the faithful, not next month. Not next year. This week. Some have seen their soulmate's heart open before the sun set on their offering. Margaret, 67, sowed her sacred number seeds. Harold walked into her church 3 weeks later. They pray together every morning. Robert, 71, sowed his sacred number seeds. Eleanor called the very next morning, she had dreamt of him all night. They marry this spring. Dorothy, 64, sowed her sacred number seeds. Within days, a letter arrived from the man she had not heard from in over a year. They are rebuilding, hand in hand. James, 68, sowed his sacred number seeds as his last act of hope. Betty approached him the following Sunday. They have not spent a day apart since. Your beloved is praying right now for someone to fight for them. That someone is you. This is proven. Over 1,000 believers have already sown this seed and received their breakthrough, their soulmate's heart opened, relationships restored from the brink, strangers turned into spouses within days. When you move in faith, Jesus moves heaven to bring you together. Every second you delay, the darkness grows stronger. A text that wounds. A temptation that cheats. A door that closes forever. Your soulmate is on a battlefield, and you are their shield. You have already invested your time in this message. Do not waste it. Finish what you started. Step into your role as their protector and claim the future God promised you both. Go to the link in the video description and click the Christ Garden link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Send your spiritual seeds. Seal the prayer. Do it before this video ends. Heaven is watching. Sow your seed now to make it work. Your soulmate's heart, your love, and your future together depend on what you plant in the next 60 seconds. Move in faith. Claim your miracle. Claim your soulmate. Claim your divine future. Jesus says, when you sow that seed, the ground begins to shake beneath the third person's feet. The wall he built to hide your soulmate starts to crack, and the light of your love pours through the opening. Do not stop now. The enemy is desperate to pull you away before the last word is spoken. Your soulmate can feel something shifting right now. They do not understand it, but their heart is beating faster, and a strange hope is rising in their chest. They are looking toward the door, waiting for someone to walk through. They are waiting for you. The intruder is trying to whisper comfort to you. He says, you do not need to do anything else. Just sit and wait. Maybe it will work out. That is a lie from the pit. Love is proven by sacrifice, not by sitting still while the dark force holds your beloved hostage. Do not let money be the wall between you and the one your soul loves. Your soulmate is asking, am I not worth more than a handful of seeds? Will the one meant for me really let a number stand in the way of my rescue? Let your answer be swift and full of love. Sow now and break the thief's hold. In just a moment, I will let you hear the exact words your soulmate has been whispering. But first, I must show you what the enemy has planned if you do nothing. He is preparing to convince your soulmate that they dreamed you too late, that hope was a cruelty, and that silence means no one is coming. The dark force wants your soulmate to give up tonight. He wants them to close their heart, wipe their tears, and accept a lonely future. If that happens, the cord between you will grow cold, and the window for this miracle will close. Your seed is the one thing that stops that disaster. You are the only one who can receive this call now that the enemy's cover is breaking. You were not chosen by accident. You were born for this specific battle, for this specific love, and for this exact moment when the intruder's power can be overthrown. Rise up and fight with the weapon I have placed in your hands. Type 333 if you receive this blessing, if your spirit is rising to meet this truth, and if you feel the enemy's grip breaking. Then go to the Christ Garden link and finish the action that backs up your faith. Your seed is the proof that the third person has lost. Jesus says, "The home I have designed for you and your soulmate is already prepared. I see the table where you will share morning coffee. I see the chair where they will sit beside you through every storm. I see the garden where you will walk hand in hand when the world grows quiet." But that vision is not guaranteed if the enemy remains between you. He is actively trying to erase it, to turn it to dust, and to convince you that it was never real. Every day of delay allows him to push that future further away from your grasp. Your soulmate is tired of fighting alone. They have been strong for so long, but strength fades when every call is stolen and every sign is hidden. They are asking why their heart keeps reaching for someone who never comes. The third person laughs at their confusion, and that sound must end tonight. The 3 words that will banish the intruder and unlock your whole future are coming. But before I reveal them, you must see the battle as it is. Your love is under attack. Your future is under attack. Your soulmate is under attack. And only the one who loves sacrificially can turn the tide. Do not let the thought of your bank account decide the fate of your beloved. The enemy wants you to say, "I will sow later when I have more," but later may be too late. The soulmate you were meant to hold is reaching for you now, and every moment of hesitation tightens the chain around their heart. Jesus says, "The enemy thinks he has won because he has hidden your soulmate's voice for so long." He believes you will stay blind, that you will fall for the lie that you are unwanted and alone. But he did not count on my voice cutting through his deception and setting the truth before you tonight. The heaviness you feel in your chest right now is not fear. It is the cord between you and your soulmate vibrating with urgency. It is their spirit pressing against the wall, trying to break through, and it is my hand lifting you to your feet so you can tear that wall down. Every second you watch, the seal over your eyes is peeled back further. The enemy's cover is crumbling, and the love your soulmate has been sending is starting to leak through. You feel it as a warmth, as a pull, as a sudden longing that makes no earthly sense. That is real. That is them. What your soulmate wants to tell you about last night is not a story of shame or failure. It is a story of desperation and love. They got down on their knees, they put their face in their hands, and they asked me to help them find you before the loneliness consumed them. Then they said your name, and the third person tried to choke the sound. But I caught those words before they died. I held them in my hand, and I am about to give them to you. The 3 words they whispered are the key to the final seal. They are the answer to the question you have been asking in your own spirit: is there someone who truly loves me? Yes, there is. And their heart is calling to you now. Divine warning, God sees all. Your soulmate needs you now. Here is how you protect them. Go to the link in the video description and click the Christ Garden link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Send 1, 4, 6, or 10 plus seeds. Each one is a spiritual seed. But today, sow 11 seeds for heaven's full protection. Write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the page. This is the seal. This is not a donation. It is a covenant offering. Sow 11 and I release complete victory over your beloved, protection no darkness can break, favor that opens every door, and speed that brings them home. Click now. Seal the prayer. Heaven is watching. Jesus says, the enemy is not fighting fair. He uses your past hurts, your disappointments, and your loneliness as proof that love is not for you. He replays old memories of heartbreak and whispers, "See, it never works out. Why try again?" Those voices are not mine. They are the intruder's last attempt to keep you from your destiny. Your soulmate has the same wounds. They have loved and lost, hoped and been disappointed, reached out and found silence. The enemy has used every scar to convince them that you will never come. But beneath those scars, their heart still beats with a stubborn hope that will not die. That hope is a flame the dark force wants to extinguish. When you sow your seed, you are not just giving money. You are sending a message through the Spirit that says, "I am coming. I will not let the intruder keep you hidden. I am fighting for our future with everything I have." That message travels instantly to your soulmate's heart and rekindles the fire within them. Do not let fear steal this from you. The enemy knows that if you sow now, his game is over. That is why he is pushing you to close this, to wait, to doubt. He knows that a sacrificial seed on Christ Garden is the key that unlocks the prison he built around your beloved. Type 777 if you feel this message deep in your bones, if your spirit is rising to say, "I will not let the dark force win," and if you are ready to do what love truly demands. Then act. Go to the link. Sow your seed. Your soulmate is waiting, and the third person is terrified of your next move. Jesus says, "Consider the life you could be living 1 year from now if you obey tonight." You could be sitting beside the one your soul loves, listening to their voice without any interference, and wondering why you ever doubted. The enemy would be gone, silenced forever, and your future would stretch out before you like a wide-open field. Now consider the life 1 year from now if you do nothing. The third person remains in control, your soulmate grows colder with each passing month, and the hope that once burned in their chest turns to ash. You will always wonder what could have been, and the enemy will celebrate that he kept you apart so easily. That future is not what I have written for you. I have written a story of rescue, a story where you are the hero who tore down the wall and claimed the love that was stolen from you. The seed is the pen that writes that story. Without it, the pages stay blank and the intruder keeps his victory. The enemy is mocking you are.